Peace and blessings, family. It's your boy Gerald. It is Wednesday, the 22nd of February, 2017. How is everybody doing? I'm putting this video out for a couple reasons, and I hope it reaches the intended heart, intended mind. First and foremost, thank you for finding my channel, supporting my channel. And if you're just passing through, I hope that you stick on by and love to hear from you. Now, got a question I got to ask you. It's 2017, right? We're in the month and last week of February, right? Okay. How is it possible in 2017 that 49 states are dealing with a flu pandemic? Not one, not two, 49 states. Kind of coincidental? I mean, I understand that with the jet streams, with the seasons, that it is kicking up germs and bacteria found in your day to day. But 49 states, y'all, really? I guess you think it's kind of coincidental too that you see that when you look at that beautiful sky, they've been playing tic-tac-toe a lot more often than late. Coincidental? Could be. But family, I learned this a long time ago. You do understand that the moment that you decide to invest in you, your outlook will be different. So what's important is that you take care of your temple. So my question to each and every one of you, when the intended time and moment comes that you find this video, ask yourself this. Are you drinking enough water? You know, they say a minimum of 8 glasses. Are you taking your vitamins? I'm talking your A, B, C, E, D, iron, magnesium, a bunch of black seed oil. Are you allowing yourself to rest? I'm not talking, oh, I get it in here when I can. I'm talking slumber. In the big one. Are you cutting out, removing the toxicity and the stress that is trying to distract you? Because, you know, there's a lot of people that can't do that because of who they may be related to or who they may be laying next to. And you are just settling. Well, Gerald, that's kind of harsh for you to say that. But look, think of it as if your life is like a battery. When you first come together, you are strong, you are powerful, you do the job. But after a while, you are slowly losing your charge. You cannot produce like you require or think you can. Does it surprise you that they don't make alkaline batteries like they used to? Remember back in the day, you buy a battery and it would, and them big bold letters that said what? Alkaline. Well, imagining the connection or the correlation of this. If you eat healthy, you get more done. You have clarity. Therefore, you make sound decisions like a well-oiled machine. That's why, remember back in the day, for those Generation Xers, you remember when they used to run the question, they used to run that commercial, show the little black boy in the gym, and there was I don't know if there was a coach or something, and the little boy was kind of sluggish, and he was saying, well, you know, breakfast is the most important meal of the day. And he simulated how it is like being in a car, because it sets the tone, not only how you're going to function, but how your performance will impact the remaining time. So how's it now, family? You got to bear with me because, see, Chemtrails is running pretty hard over here, but trust me, believe. Oh, I stay on mine. I keep mine up in there. Uh-huh. I'm taking mine. Yeah, I make sure. I can't even put all of them up there because it would take too long. But I'm about mine. And that's just half of them. I got 5 more other bottles. My regimen is about, I'd say about 12 to 14 pills. I keep it in my system because I understand something that was very stark. And I heard this time and time again, but I couldn't connect the dots. But you know what the biggest threat is to the pharmaceutical corporations? Is a healthy person. So that cliche that we've always heard through the eons, there's no money made in cures. There's money made in sustainment. So let's look back on a bigger picture. You have those that believe in eugenics, and their whole mindset is this: planet's overcrowded. Somebody got to go. And you're starting to see things that you wouldn't think make sense, but it does. Like, for example, Queens, did you realize that in the United States alone, 40% of your gender has to deal with hair loss? Why are they not promoting more options so that you can heal it? Because you know the body has a way of healing itself. That's right. Just like you see me with a sniffle, that's my respiratory system through my nasal passages trying to purge out whatever that I breathed in. But I saw something deeper, family. Because of real talk, there are people who look just like you and people that don't, that are in positions of influence, that don't want you around, and they share the eugenics mindset. And guess what? Queens, did you know just nationally, 30% of the female populace are being deemed sterile. Did you hear me? That means you can't have kids. And out of that 30%, 18% was because of lifestyle choices. So these were choices made that possibly were not thought out, or the ramifications or the implications down the road. Because everything goes hand in hand. See, you're going to come to see there are those who have that want to keep it. And those who have not are going to see it. So let's talk about what's really going on. See, until you make a decision to love yourself more, you're not going to have what you desire. This is what the whole trifecta is: mind, body, spirit. See, if your mind's not right, your body's not going to be right. And if your body's not going to be right, if your body's not right, your foundation that it stands upon won't be strong. That's where you see the connection of like-mindedness. That's why you also hear this: misery loves company. But you don't hear nobody talk about that now, do you? You hear a whole lot of deflection and not enough protection. That's why you don't see people up in arms protesting, marching in the streets that are caretakers. Oh, you'll never hear them. Mm-mm. You'll never see a million-person caretaker march. Because they're making hand over fist. And who's it affect the most? People that look like you and me, in a town near you, in a city near you, in a state near you. But last time I checked, we don't have poppy fields on the boulevard. We don't have gun factories up the street. But we are the biggest proponent for solicitation. Notice I didn't say them, because you'll come to understand them is really you. It is. Own it. Because if you don't own it, you're being manipulated by it. And that ain't nothing but fear. So let's go back. 49 states. We are one of the most technological nations on this planet. But did you hear them promoting, take the flu vaccine this year? Nope. But you saw a whole lot of over-the-counter stuff being rolled out because it's allergy season now. So, they got to make their money. They're going to make their money because they know this too. A small quota of the percentage of the populace don't take care of themselves. They won't go into the hospital. They won't do that checkup. They won't do it, especially us men, because we stubborn. If it ain't falling off, we'll rock with it till it comes to the point where you're sitting in that doctor's chair and he's saying, "Well, guess what? You got this, you got that, and this is what you got." It shouldn't have to be that way, family. In Queens, y'all not out of the woods because you still lead the highest when it comes to STD rates. And the sad thing about it is, socially, they are making a mockery of you. They're even now running commercials about fibroids. You know how you get fibroids, right? Through bad choices And what's the outcome of those bad choices? You compromise your self-worth, because fibroids is nothing but a byproduct that is through being intimate with dirty people. I know that sounds harsh, but it's the truth. If it didn't come from you, where did it come from? Hmm? Because it's internal. Just like it is a scientific fact, every man that you've been with, guess what? You have a strand of their DNA. Hmm. So maybe that's the reason why little Shay Shay's walking around crazy. Because it ain't nothing but a spiritual imprint. That's all it is. That's all it is. So, family, please take care of yourself. If you're not taking vitamins, get you some, get you something, and start. Make sure you stay hydrated. Fellas, wash your damn hands. Keep them out of your face. That's what's getting people sick. And I know there may be some people that are like, well, Gerald, it's hay fever season coming up. I always get that. But what you might think is hay fever might be, you might have been walking around with a food allergy. Might be something that you're eating that you're allergic to. You didn't even know it, but you thought it was byproduct of that. I'm just saying. You don't think you're worth it? I think you are. But see, the media ain't gonna talk about that. I'll do you one better. In a town near you, in a city near you, in a state near you, why is it your weatherman ain't talking about the pollen count right now? That's what causes hay fever and algae, right? Those ragweed, those spores, because they don't even know. And we all know that weather is nothing but 50% guess. Even though they run it through the matrix and show you all the diagrams, at the end of the day, guess what? They ain't God. Come on now. So I want you to check out that. I'll put the link on in the description box and listen to what Mr. Gates had to say. This was Friday. And keep in mind, family, he's always been a proponent of eugenics. He already feels that the planet is already overcrowded. But what would you expect from a person that is a true mover and shaker? If he wanted to change this planet, he could do it. He has the means in this and the status to do it. Imagine if uh, Bill Gates and Warren Buffett teamed together to tackle, how about illiteracy in the United States? Do you realize how much money the stock market would lose if they did something like that? Of course. You do see what I'm going at, right? I hope you do. Because if you don't, all those people that are making money off of what you don't see, they're hoping that you stay that way. See your worth, place God first. You can't go wrong. Peace.